So this is Nifty's 15-minute chart, and we are going to see what is happening next in the Nifty. So welcome to Bro Billionaire. Let's find out what is happening in the Nifty next based on Elliott wave theory and Fibonacci. So here when you see that there is a move from 17,640 towards 16,400. So this much drop we had seen earlier, and this move is looking like a three-wave structure of A wave. So we were in an assumption that we were in a fourth wave, but since this consolidation is quite long, I am assuming this currently as a three-wave A structure, then three-wave B structure. Okay, three or more complex. Actually it's complex correction, so we cannot call it as a three, but yeah, it will be a complex B wave, and then we will have five wave structure on the downside as C wave. That is a possible case on the downside. So yeah, we do not have internal moves, five moves of A, so we cannot call it as a zigzag. So this can be a flat correction, which is a 3-3-5 wave structure. So that is what we are looking at. So yeah, so here when you see here, we have, so when you now look at the move from 16,400 on the upside, so this was the high that was created somewhere near 17,160. Okay, so it got rejected from 0.618 Fibonacci and dropped on the downside. So that was the view from 2 days. Like our view was on the downside, right? So the same thing happened, but it didn't retrace that on the downside towards this level. But yeah, it gave bounce from uh, 640 something, sorry, 1608.40 something. So from there it gave the bounce. So now we have a channel formed here, so we can consider this point and this point as the reference and plot the channel. So then we get a move in the channel like this. Okay, so it will be a channelized move. So B wave is a complex correction and it is going on the upside. So when you check here, our view was A, B and C is completed here, and it is going on the downside. So this is called as W. Okay, then the next move is X, again as A, B, C. Okay, so this is X. So another round of consolidation will happen, that will be called as Y, and then we will drop on the downside. So that can be the best possible case. So here you can notice that there are two major resistances, 17,200 and then 17,365. So these are the two major resistances. As you can see, these points are support, previous support, which will now act as a resistance. So what I'm assuming is tomorrow there is a chance of opening a gap up, and it may hit this level and drop on the downside as a B wave. Okay, so like this it can drop and then can go up and hit this level. That's what my assumption is for the next 1 or 2 days. So it will be again consolidating in the small range, and there might be fake gaps created going on the upside. So yeah, let's get ready for that. And as you can see here, there are divergences getting formed. So these are the highs and these are the divergences, negative divergences. So there is a potential chance that we might go up, hit some level and drop on the downside. So internally there is another possibility that, so internally we do not see that A wave is completed here. Okay, so let's check that on the higher time frame, what is happening, more closely on the another chart. So here is the move ABC, we are calling it as W, and then today there was a retracement as a flat correction ABC. Okay, so which went towards 0.618, sorry, 0.382 Fibonacci, which is 16,870. It went a little bit more than that. Okay, so now we are assuming that there is a potential B wave going to come on the downside from somewhere. We do not have top defined for this A wave, so it can come like this tomorrow and go up. So that can happen, and it can get terminated as well. So tomorrow if opens and goes downside towards 17,000, then the bounce should come again towards 17,200. If it's open near 17,200, then we can assume that it can drop down and go up towards 17,360 something, right? So that's what the assumption is for the next 1 or 2 days. So it's crucial to wait for B wave. So once we get to know that there is a B wave going to start next, and we get the retracement point for the B, then we can look for the upside. But yeah, all the C waves are getting truncated. We do not have a bigger C waves, so that is one problem. So it's best to go for small gains, and do not look for uh, larger gains, because larger gains are quite tricky in this particular situation, since the C waves are getting truncated time to time. And yeah, we will be again seeing the channel bound movement. So as said clearly, we have to wait for a top of A wave to be formed, and then B wave retracement will come, then the C wave should come on the upside. So next we can check the daily chart of Nifty and see, as for the indicators, what is the trend. So again, you would see here that it has made a piercing line kind of candle. Okay, so yeah, piercing line candle starts from the lower side and goes more 50% or more of the previous candle. So that is the piercing line pattern. So it is a bullish pattern on that signals there will be a potential upside. So on indicators front, you can see here there is 100 EMA at 160 something, right? And yeah, apart from that, this is 48 EMA 17,351, so which is near to our resistances that we have we are able to identify based on price action. And Aron is still trading in a negative zone, and RSI is also quite negative. So overall picture looking here negative on the indicators front. So there will not be a bullish move, on 100 points move can come and go. So that's what the indicators are telling us. So when you check option data, so yeah, let's first understand the built up. So today the price has increased, along with that open interest also increased. That indicates that there are fresh long getting added in Nifty and Bank Nifty today. So both have both have positive price and positive open interest. So that indicated there is a good buying done on the lower levels of Nifty and Bank Nifty. So when we check the open interest data, so here we would see that 17,000 is acting as a strong support. So bounce back below that is getting bought up again. So here you see that 17,000 is a major support now, and on the upside 17,500 would be the resistance. Let's see that. So this is the biggest number, and the next number that is big is on the upside is 17,500. So this is call side and this is put side. So on call side 17,500 will act as a resistance. So and 17,000 will act as a support. So here you clearly see that for this expiry, currently this is the range for upside and downside. And today uh, there was buying from lower levels. So that's why you also see some call rating was also done on 17,000. So tomorrow this will become a definite support for next 1 or 2 days. It will trade in this range 17,000 to 17,500. That's what we can conclude from this analysis. And you can see here that on the lower side there was heavy put writing happened. That's what pushed Nifty on the upside. So yeah, that's all for today. Hope you like the analysis. If you have any doubts, ask in the comments. Thank you. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.